Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. I'm Marissa, and today we're diving into something really important and honestly really heavy.
We're talking about suicide, ideation attempts, and why reaching out for help can make all the difference.
We'll also be looking at how these themes show up in 3 powerful books, Esperanza Rising, Solito, and I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. These stories touch on mental health, immigration, grief, and survival, and we wanted to hold space for all of it.
Trigger warning, though, there's some interesting stuff in this one.
Yes, definitely. If you're not in a place to hear about childhood trauma, being left alone, or suicide, please skip this one or listen with care. We're also sharing mental health resources at the end of the episode and in our description.
Because you're not alone. Someone out there cares.
All right, let's get into it.
And we're not here alone today. Sandra's with us.
Yes, welcome back, Sandra.
Welcome back.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going.
So we all read the 3 books.
Yes.
Yes.
God, what do you want to start with?
I wanna my personal favorite one, at first it was Solito, but I wanna say it has to be I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, because I relate to that book a lot.
Yeah, that one was the stronger one.
Yeah.
Like that one, it's because I wasn't expecting certain things to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I saw parts of me, whenever I was younger, inside of this character.
Yeah. Yes.
How they kept comparing her to her sister and all that. And I'm just like, golly.
I know. It's rough because especially whenever somebody close to you passes and you're left with all these questions. And there's a line in there where she says, why is it that whenever she passed away is whenever I want to know everything about her sister? And
because at the beginning they weren't that close.
Yeah. And that's how I was whenever my dad passed away. I had so many questions and I'm like, why didn't I ask him whenever he was alive?
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of funny because after I was reading that, I told my mom, I want to know more about these certain things that we haven't really talked about. I still don't know how my grandmother came from Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, so I told her I want to sit down with her and get the full story.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know it.
They have a book where it's just a bunch of prompts that you can ask them and have them write it down. I got my mom that book because I'm like, I need to know your full story, lady.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Write it all down. Yeah, but so what was your favorite part of the book?
Favorite? I wanna say whenever her mom actually sat down with her and they had that kind of that heart to heart talk, basically apologizing, I'm sorry that I didn't go to school like you did, and I'm trying to hold you back and things like that. Because I feel at least for me in my case, growing up I wasn't as close to my mom as I wanted to. We always butt heads on everything, and I think that it was the whole thing, if you're bored, ponte a limpiar and do this and do that. And it was always you felt depressed and you couldn't talk about it because in a Hispanic household, being depressed and being young is not a thing.
Yeah.
And I think that now me and her had actually had that talk, and I feel like she listens to me when I'm like, Mom, I'm having anxiety. She actually pays attention to it instead of being just go to your room or ponte a limpiar, ponte a hacer esto, And I think that's why I like that book. Now when I was reading it at work. I was crying.
Mm.
Dang, yeah. Well, it is a very powerful book. Because that is the one that mentions the suicide attempt when she was there.
Yes.
Yes.
And then her being I don't know why I did it. And then she's in her mind, she's I know exactly why I did it, but I don't want to tell them because they're going to lock me here even longer kind of a thing.
Yeah. And them sending her to Mexico seemed to have also really helped her a lot.
Yeah. I liked her Mexico trip.
Yes. She was able to learn more about her mother and why her mother is the way that she is, with her going out and things like that because of what she suffered whenever her and her father crossed over to come to America.
Yeah. Which it was actually, it was weird because I read all the other books and I was like, there isn't like, sexual abuse, but something that does happen. And that's when it happened there to the mom.
Yes.
And I was like, golly, like.
That was extremely heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure because I got it that she got pregnant with Olga during that assault.
It made me question, like, was the first daughter like the result of it or not? They didn't really.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering too. But then I kind of got the idea that, it was from that assault. She was from that assault because Julia, right? Julia? What was her? Julia? She said, Appa is always going to be her Appa. And I was like, okay. Because also she says that Olga was born not long after they arrived.
That's what, whenever she had said that, that's why I was like, is she? Is she not? Like, I was like going back and forth. And I was like, I think she is. And just kind of stuck to who she was.
Until, yeah.
And then the way she died, though, was very traumatic, though. Like, she got hit by the truck.
That was insane, yeah. Olga was looking at her phone texting, and then she got hit by a semi.
Yeah.
And one thing that kind of makes, obviously it's like part of it is fiction, part of it is nonfiction. We don't know which part is. But if somebody passes away and they're pregnant, don't they notify the family?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. I did find that was weird. How do they not know?
Yeah, they tell you like, how many months, especially because she was months already.
12
like she
weeks.
Had, yeah. So by that time, they should have known.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could be something that they did, like the mom knew or the dad knew, they just never told her. But then, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Because the way they held her, like expectations of her being so high and constantly being compared to her, I feel like, especially like if the mom would have known, that would have died down. She would have been as hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like also like, especially like in Hispanic families, you ignore the things that
And you do.
Yeah,
You do.
So they would like ignore that and be like, other than this one thing, she was perfect.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like maybe they did know, but they didn't say anything. It was because of that.
I don't know. I don't
It's
think
a very weird topic because it never gets brought up.
Yeah.
If they knew or not.
Yeah,
I feel like it was funny, like the whole when she found the underwear, she's like, "What was she doing with these?" And I was like,
hooker underwear. Yeah.
That part did make me laugh. I'm like, well, your sister was an adult and she didn't live her life.
Yeah. And how like she kind of went on like an investigation thing, trying to find the answers that she wanted. And thankfully she did find out who her sister was pregnant by.
Yeah.
But I really like how she told him, it doesn't matter that you're divorced now. Like, it's
still
too
cheated.
late. And I'm like, yes, girl.
Yeah. But hey, it happened.
Yeah.
It was sad.
Yeah, it was a very sad book.
The heaviest part, honestly, was whenever she tried to commit suicide.
Yeah. And whenever it flashed back to her dad.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's like parents know whenever something's up. As much as like you try to hide it, like whenever something is like, at least for me, it's like they know that something's up. So for him to like come home earlier and like immediately know that something was wrong and like banging on her door, that was heavy.
Yeah, especially because how she describes him, like he's just there, just sitting in the couch, like doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's how he gets. Which I thought was good when she went to Mexico, that she learned that he was into painting.
Artist, drawing.
Yeah, he was very into that. I was like, you see, he's not what you think he is.
Yeah, he's not just a candy warehouse worker guy.
Yeah.
But and he was like a local celebrity there. Like he drew the mayor.
Yes.
And I'm like, just giving up on your dreams to like succeed or set your children up, like the next generation up.
Yeah.
Like that is a huge sacrifice that I feel like it's very common with immigrants, just from like what I've seen in my family, to give up on what you want to do, just like take out, just take out everything that makes you happy, because it feels like it's a sacrifice that is worth it and that you're working towards. Whereas I feel like now you can have your hobbies and everything, but you can also have a job, like, and work towards the goal of making it in America and just setting your future kids up for success.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm not an immigrant, so I guess I know nothing.
Yeah, but I do like the difference between the three books, though, is we got somebody that was already born here, looking back. Then we got somebody that was born rich, going through everything.
Yes.
Then we got somebody born very poor, going through everything.
Yeah. God. I was really worried in Solito. I really was, because like whenever that one guy brought him under his jacket, like I thought he was going to get assaulted. And I was so concerned for his well-being, because he was only 9 years old.
Yeah, he was.
And whenever I was reading the book, I'm like, I even texted you. I was like, it's from a kid's perspective. I don't really like, it's just, and then I was like, wait a minute. My nephew's 8, about to be 9 years old. And then I just put my nephew in this situation where, what's his name? Javier? Yeah, where Javier is just going through all of the struggle to get to America. And I'm like, if that was my nephew, like I would, and it was 2 months. It was supposed to be 2 weeks, but it was 2 months, right?
Yeah, he was gone for a long time. Like they were in Acapulco for a long time too.
Yeah. And the fact that his family didn't know anything, like where he was, and like they just never talked about it. Because once again, everything gets swept under the rug and just put it to the side. It didn't happen.
Yeah. He was, because, and he didn't have anyone with him either. Because his grandfather dropped him off.
Yeah. Just that one guy from his neighborhood who ended up robbing everybody's water, food, and everything, and just took off right before they got caught the first time from immigration.
Yeah.
But I really love that second officer. What was his name? Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he was like, today's your lucky day. And I'm like, I started crying. I was like, he's letting them go.
Yeah.
God, we need more people like that.
Yeah, but the likelihood of that happening today, it probably wouldn't, because now they have cameras. Back in that time, they wouldn't have.
Yeah. God, it's just insane. Like hearing these stories about what they went through, getting caught by immigration, having guns drawn at him at 9 years old.
Yeah. When the one, I'm guessing in my mind, he was a farmer. The guy that like for the water.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, you racist mofo.
Yeah, I was like, Lord Jesus.
God.
But to me, it wasn't even about them getting caught here. It's how they got treated when they were in Mexico.
Yeah.
I was like
That's
so
true.
hurt by that. And how you said, the kid's perspective. I like how we got that, because we were seeing things how he was seeing it, and he was a child, so he wouldn't really like see it. Like we read it and we're like, oh my God, like why would they say that to him, or why would they do that to him? But he wasn't seeing it like as being bad. He was just like, oh, that's kind of like the way they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know, like, my father was from Mexico, and he did not like Salvadorians whatsoever.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
I know. And then there were these 2 Salvadorian twins who transferred to our school. And I was like, hey, Dad, I made some new friends. He's like, where are they from? I was like, Salvador. He's like, F no, they're not your friends. You can't trust people. And I'm like, they're brown as well. Like, what is up with this racism?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, and even in I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, she also said some racist things in there. And I'm like, girl, like, you're brown too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's... I don't know.
I don't think it's racism. Isn't it like prejudice? Yeah, that's a different way.
Because Hispanic, like I guess Mexicans feel like they're better. Because my dad is like that, or was like that, where he hated like Salvadorians. Anyone that was not Mexican, he was just like, no, like no.
Oh,
And
damn! How do you feel about Juan Carlos?
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, that's his karma, because Juan Carlos is half Salvadorian, and my, Blanca, my best friend, she's Salvadorian. So I'm like, and my brother's best friend is Salvadorian. So I'm like, damn.
The Salvadorians everywhere.
Yeah. But he doesn't say anything. But I mean, I know he doesn't have a. Like, what can he say?
Yeah,
That's true.
exactly.
And then, like, sometimes, like, I hear people say it, and I'm like, at the end of the day, we're the same. Like, we're the same people. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand why they hate each other though. Like I know the Salvadorians hate Mexicans because of how bad they were treated getting here, but I don't know why Salvadorians and why Mexicans hate Salvadorians.
From what I heard, and I don't know if it's true because I guess everybody's different, but I heard it's because you know how Salvadorians back then got the TPS from the war that they had going over there.
Oh,
So
that's right.
What is that?
them coming over here was easier for them than it is for Mexicans. Like
Yeah,
Mexicans have never had like that easy access to be here.
Yeah, they were considered like what's it called? It was like they were refugees.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's how my dad got here.
Mm-hmm.
It was that, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense because
Yeah,
they
so
have
they-
it easier and they feel like everybody has to suffer.
Yeah, they felt like Salvadorians were privileged compared to Mexicans that had to struggle to get here.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I remember my dad telling me it's they're dirty, untrustworthy people and will stab you in the back. And I'm like, what happened? Like, why do you have this thought? And he's like, you just need to listen to me. I'm your dad. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. That's just always. I guess I don't know. It's kind of funny. So my mom's ex-boyfriend hated black people to a passion because one assaulted him when he first came over. And mom told me ever since then though that every time that he needs help with something, like at a store, like Home Depot or something, needing to like help putting on his truck, is always the black person that goes and helps him. And so she's like, she always tells him, you see, it's not everyone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not everybody's like that.
Yeah. It's like you're going to find good and bad in every race. And
Yeah.
it, crime doesn't stick with just a color.
Yeah.
You know?
Dang, well, this is, yeah. And then Esperanza Rising, I felt like was completely different.
God. Like Esperanza Rising, it had me drawn in from the very beginning because it all happened so quickly. And I'm like, I need to know what happens to her and her family.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and that also has mental health in it. Whenever her mom got sick from the
the sands. Yeah. It was like the sandstorm caused it. It gave her an infection in her lung.
Yeah. And then just because like she was away from her mother and everything like that, like it just made, because one thing is like, if you don't have high spirits whenever you're sick, like, have a serious illness, like that's not going to help you. Like having a better attitude, as stupid as it sounds, like there have been like studies and stuff showing that whenever you have a better perspective of things and are in higher spirits, you're more likely to heal quicker.
Yeah. But I did find it interesting how they were talking about the grocery stores and how they can only go to one.
Yeah, was
Asian
it Vietnamese?
And he was Asian. I don't remember what he was. The Vietnamese guy that opened the store. And he made sure he had all of their items too, all the Mexican items.
That was really sweet because he knew, like, because the other stores were racist, and
like
he knew that he had those. Because where else are they going to go?
Yeah, he said. Remember the one guy said that it was a good financial decision because now everyone's going to go to him.
Yeah,
and then they're going to go to the other ones.
Yeah,
because they know he has all what they need.
I love how they brought the freaking rose bush.
Oh, with them, from after the fires.
And I was just like, they like truly respected this man because her dad actually, gave his workers homes and piece of his property where he lived, which was not very common, and that's why, because they had like status and everything, and that's why he was killed.
Yeah,
and that's why her dad was killed, but they didn't know like the good that he actually did for his workers.
Yeah. And it was sad because, like, if it wasn't for the way things were back then, because the fact that the woman couldn't own any property, so the mom couldn't own anything.
Yeah.
And that's the reason that the uncle took over.
Yeah. And the fact
But
that
you know that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say stuff like that is still like that now though, because over there, like
And
especially like older towns in Mexico, like if you get married and you have kids, even like let's say you have your, you know how you're supposed to like separate or however your parents want to do, like give each someone a plot of land. Over there, it's like the sons get it, and if you don't have any sons, then the next your brother's sons, as long as it's a male. And I hate that. I hate that. I'm like, why can't a female have it? Like, it's the same thing. At the end of the day, it's your child.
yeah, I didn't know that kept happening because I knew because my family wasn't like that. Like when my grandfather died, my mom ended up getting everything.
Does she have any siblings?
She does. She has 4. I mean,
Is
there's
she
4
the
total.
oldest?
No, it's just because she was taking care of him at the end, and also at the end, it was like they were supposed to go and do it, but the rest of the siblings were like, "I don't want it. You can keep it." And so she's the only one that inherited because they didn't want it.
Does she still have it, or did she sell it?
She still has it. We haven't gone down there in forever.
So there might be squatters on there.
No, one was the house was owned by. It was owned by my grandfather, but one of our aunts or something, one of her aunts was staying there. So apparently she's still there. So my mom said she's gonna let her die there, and then they're gonna the rest of the family's gonna have to find their own way.
Oh wow!
And then there was property that was like for like farming. And so she has somebody that pays her to farm there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My dad sent money to his family in Mexico to buy property and also to start farming on there. And his younger brother is horrible. But my dad, he sent money back home to his family in Mexico to buy property and to start farming on the land and everything. And his younger brother is POS. And he was like, yeah, I bought the property. He did buy the property. He's like, yeah, the carrots are growing. This is growing. This is growing. My dad's like, okay. He's like, well, I'm coming up there for Christmas, so I can't wait to see everything. We got there and we drove during the Christmas break. It was a long drive. And then we got there and everybody's just quiet. And then everybody's talking. And then my dad goes and pulls them aside. And then all the sisters are like, oh, Jorge's going to be so mad. He's going to be so mad because he didn't do any of the farming. He just bought the property and it's just nothing but grass and weeds. And so we went over there and my dad was yelling at him and he picks up dirt and just throws it. And he was like, this is bullshit. Like, I sent you all this money. Where'd it go? It's all your clothes. You can't even afford to, pay to have your kids wear nice clothes. So you have to use my money that I'm sending to set you up. And it was a whole thing. And then he took his mom out to lunch one day with my mom. And KFC was her favorite place. And they really didn't have money. So my dad took her out. He was just laying into his mom. He's like, you're so effing stupid. Why would you let him do this? And my mom felt bad. My mom's like, leave her alone. Let her eat. And he's like, no, I'm going to let her know how stupid she is. My dad was crazy.
Yeah, it's not her fault of what the brother did. Oh, she gave him the money?
She said it was okay for him to do that and that she would take the blame and everything like that.
Oh, she was protecting the other child.
Yeah, and that's... Whenever my dad got a job, whenever he was younger in Mexico, he would give her the money and she would use that money to go and buy his younger brother clothes, brand new clothes, whereas my dad was wearing rags.
Well, she had her favorite and she protected him.
Yeah.
Very common Mexican thing.
Yeah.
She had her favorite and she kept it. Dang.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
It is.
But I feel like that's the thing about sending money over there. Like, you don't know if they actually need it. Like, I don't talk to my dad's side of the family at all. I don't get along with them. I don't talk to them. They have disrespected my dad and my mom. And I don't do the whole like it's family thing. I don't care.
Exactly. Yes.
And so I don't talk to them. I don't even nothing. But one of my cousins, the last time I went, I met her once. She literally, my aunt brought her to the house and she was like, "This is so and so. She's your cousin." And I was like, "Oh, hi." And that was literally it. Literally it. And then when I came back over here, I want to say like a year ago or 2 years ago, never talked to me, nothing. Have her on Facebook. She sent me a message that she was getting married. And I was like, "Oh, congratulations." But I was kind of like, "Why are you telling me?" Like, I'm happy, I guess, but we're not
She
close like
wanted
that.
money.
Yeah, she did. She asked me, she
Wow.
was like, "Can you pay for the mariachi or for the banda?" And I was like, No, like I don't have money for that. And I was like, plus I don't even know if I can go. She literally said, "You don't have to come, just send the money."
That's
God.
fucked up.
That, like, there's no shame there.
Yeah, there's
Like,
not.
you didn't even make an effort to nurture this relationship. And then you're
Yeah.
asking for funds. I don't care if you can make it or not. Just give me the money. No, if you cannot afford to get married, don't have
Then-
a big wedding.
Exactly. But I feel like everybody, and especially like in Mexico when they have family over here, they go, out of their way to make this big party because it's basically funded by people that are working over here. And
Yeah.
sometimes you go over there and you're like, they have this thing where they're like, "Oh, it's because you work you work over there, you make dollars." Like that's the thing they always say, "You make dollars." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I pay bills in dollars."
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's true.
It's so messed up how selfish they are.
People usually used to always do that to my mom. They wanted them, like, whenever they had kids, they'd be like, "Can you be our madrina?" To my mom. And mom would just be like, "I'm not Catholic. I can't do that." So she was like, I'm like, "Dang, you escaped it." She's like, "Well, that's the only thing you have to say because it's true. You have to be Catholic to be that."
Wow.
No, your brother's a padrino.
Well, because y'all lied.
Not y'all lying to the church.
No,
Yes, it's a funny story too.
n- no, we didn't. Went to a church that you don't have to have like be fully like into the religion.
Okay.
Because I'm baptized in Catholic and I have, my primera comunión and stuff, but your brother's not. So
Yeah,
the
but
church was like,
also,
as long as he's baptized, even it doesn't matter with what church or what religion he's baptized and under God, we're all the same. So they were like,
when
okay.
was he baptized?
I thought he was Christian by.
No.
Oh, then he lied to me.
He lied.
Your husband lied to you.
Lying to the church, going to hell.
It took him to church though. He might have redemption on that.
It's dumb to go up there and ask for forgiveness. Do the little, what do they do? It's like, "I'm sorry, Pastor, for I have sinned."
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't remember him ever being baptized.
He said he did. I don't know, because I remember, like, I know your grandma, like, used to take us to her church a lot. And then they used to talk about this pastor that they wanted him to, like, marry us, I guess.
Yeah,
And I was
Pastor
like,
Angel.
no, like, I don't know. Because, like, I know you guys are Christians, but my family is heavily Catholic. And I don't want to have,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you chose this, but you chose that." Like, no, I told them, I was like, it's just going to be no religion.
Yeah, just do it the civil way.
Yeah. And now we're still not married. And now I'm looking into having getting married in Cancun, like doing like the pre Hispanic weddings where you get married by what's it called, like what are they called,
One of the Mayans or something.
yeah, kind of like that, yeah.
That would be cool. I'll be down for that. I'll go. I'll go for that. That would be fun. Imagine being married by a Mayan. One of the
Yeah, because
descendants.
like the way they describe it is you ask permission to the earth and everything, like to get married.
So if the earth says no, is it like rain and storming or?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
I don't know, because I think you do like offerings, like you do like a whole kind of looks like a seance to me, but like you do like you bring water and flowers and you offer it to, I guess they're like their
To
to the
nature.
mother, yeah, to nature, as like, here you go, I'm gonna get married.
That is so
Thanks for
sweet. I
It's a good
like that.
idea.
And that's what you're going to do whenever you get married, or are you already married?
no, that's what I want to do when we get married.
Oh, wow.
No, we haven't. No, we are not married yet.
That would be fun. And I would love to see my grandmother's face as you're doing this.
Why?
Just because she is very religious. Just imagining her like at a seance. Like doing this, I just think it'd be so funny.
Dang.
But again, back to like, I guess like that's a part of like a Hispanic thing is like you always feel like you have to please everybody.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and it creates your own mental health issues.
Yeah.
Anxiety,
Yeah.
people pleasing, putting everybody's needs before your own.
Yeah.
If you or anybody you know is struggling with mental health or suicidal ideations, please reach out to 988. That is a new lifeline. You could text or give them a call. Or if you or anybody you know is struggling with your immigration rights, you can reach out to freedomforimmigrants.org. And if you're detained, you can dial 9233#. As an immigrant, you have your rights.
All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
That's it for today's episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. Thanks for hanging out with us.
If something we said hit home or made you laugh, cry, or text your toxic ex, you know what to do.
Leave us a review, share the episode with your favorite chaotic friend, and don't forget to follow us on socials for behind-the-scenes drama and messy opinions.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Until then, stay loud, stay soft, and stay exactly who you are.
Bye.
Bye.